Influence, control, authority, power. Since the early days of humanity, the concept of power has been one, if not the most prevalent yet problematic force on Earth. Examined by philosophers and explored by politicians, power has been a central factor in sociological theory. Where there is power, there is hierarchy, another concept of society. In this video, we will utilize the Marxist lens to analyze the unavoidable cycle of hierarchy, the structure of power, and its effects on the community through the narrative of Ryan Murphy's American Horror Story, Coven, specifically through the character of Fiona Good.
Who's the baddest witch in town?
Contrary to her name, Good is a self-serving, vain, and manipulative elderly woman who seeks immortality through the season. Played by award-winning actress Jessica Lange, Good exploits the many advantages of her position, which often leads to problems. She's the Supreme Witch, the strongest of all the witches. The Supreme Witch is recognized as the single most powerful and important witch of them all. To own the title, one must perform the 7 wonders, 7 deadly tests of magical abilities, each more dangerous than the last. With every generation, a new Supreme rises. As this happens, the current Supreme's powers fade along with her life force until she eventually expires, as there can only be one Supreme at a time.
The only thing you have to be afraid of is me.
This illustrates the idea that a power system will always be in place. Hierarchy is an unavoidable ordering of the community from greatest to least importance, with people on top holding the most power, such as royalty, CEOs, and in this case, the Supreme. The idea that the old Supreme's powers deplete until death is metaphorically related to real life, in which the new leader replaces the old. It shows that there will always be a cycle of power that will crown a new leader with new power, eliminating the power of the other. Myrtle Snow, played by Frances Conroy, is a powerful witch who sits on the council. When a threat to Good's power arises, she deceives the Coven, frames Snow, and secures her power to maintain her position. Snow visits the Coven to announce that she and the council will investigate the recent death of Madison, a young witch that Good secretly killed, as she feared Madison would replace her as Supreme. Fearing someone would learn of her role in the murder, Good frames Snow, accusing her of being the hooded figure who blinded Good's own daughter earlier in the season. Good's plan works and Snow is burned at the stake. This segment of the story arc exposes Good's true selfish nature. Good's selfish personal ambition results in 2 witches being killed, ultimately hurting the Coven as a whole, and further supporting that selfishness dissolves unity. This applies to real-world communities, as each of these ideas have been seen repeatedly in history, sometimes even bringing about the destruction of said communities. If we can overcome this selfishness and temper the hunger for power, it's possible humanity may succeed.